Kathleen asked a question in the forums if it's possible to apply these custom states on industrial characters, and the answer is yes. You can apply them to any images or characters that you want. I took a first pass here at what I would do with industrial characters, but I'd love Kathleen and others' feedback on what you'd like to see grouped for states with industrial characters. So let me show you a quick preview. So I basically did 4 different states for these characters. I did 2 different listening poses, a talking, and a doing. So you'll see if I click on these buttons, it triggers the states to change. Now here he is talking, and here he is listening. Here this guy is listening, and he's doing, and then doing and listening. So that was a quick preview of what you could do with some industrial characters. Love to see your feedback or hear your feedback. I also thought I'd show you what you could do if you wanted to build out the states yourself with an industrial image. So let's go ahead and walk through that. So I'm going to insert a picture, and let me just show you really quickly. For my industrial characters, I group them, with no equipment on them, with safety glasses on, with a hard hat and safety glasses, with the safety vest, and construction, as well as specialty equipment. And since Kathleen asked about hard hat, let's go ahead and do that. So I can pick this character, and there's a bunch of different images to choose from. I can scroll through and see. Let's just grab this random image here, drop that on there. If I click on him, go to the States tab, Edit States, then I can add a state, and let's call this Doing. So there's Doing. And now what I want to do is change the state of that doing image. So if I click on it, when it's doing is selected, right click and go change picture. I can select any other picture. And here's one of him doing something. So let's select that one. I see the scaling isn't quite right. So what I do to fix that is I'll right click it and do size and position. And I know that I sized it for 540 pixels tall. So I do that, and we're in there. And you're going to want to do some alignment there. And what I do, if you go back to this original image, you'll see I use the drawing guides, and I put one at his chin, one at the top of the head, one that kind of represents the middle of the body, and then one either side of the head. So now if I click on here, I can see this image is a little bit off to the right. So I can just kind of scroll over there. And, I might shrink that image a little bit because he's hunched over a little bit. So now if I do done editing states, you'll see as I scroll through, that looks pretty good. And I can go ahead and, if I had the edit states on, I could add as many of these states as I want. I usually try to limit it to no more than a dozen when I'm grouping them together. So that's what I did for the industrial images. I'd love to get your feedback on how you'd like to see me group those characters as well as others. Thanks so much.